AVC, it's Greeno. It's time for album of the week. Kind of picked something a little different here. Actually grabbed this today, kind of blew me away. I didn't know this was out on vinyl, reissue. So this is kind of out there, it's kind of different. It's a really good album if you can give it a chance and get into it. You know, like it takes 2 or 3 listens to start kind of picking up on it. But I may have shown this real quick before, but it's Giza X and the Mommy Men, You Goddamn Kids. This is from 1981, and this is the reissue from 2002. I had no idea that it was reissued on vinyl. I had picked up the CD reissue, which they put a different cover on, but I was happy as shit to get it on CD when I found that. And then today found the vinyl reissue. And the deal is with this guy, he was kind of an older guy from the, not older, but you know, he was from the 60s, and he was in California, and he was into like you know, all the music of the 60s, along with Zappa and Beefheart and all that. And then into the 80s, he ended up kind of in the middle of the LA punk scene, and he produced like singles for Black Flag, Dead Kennedys, The Germs, a lot of that stuff. And he actually worked at the Mask, that it's like a big bar. It was part of that scene there. And he's still producing now, I think. I know he had a studio and everything. But this is just like really crazy music. It's if you listen to it, you know, give it a chance. There's some catchy stuff in here, but it's really out there. It's, imagine Zappa meets punk meets a little pop. Just very strange. So it's a great album. I wanted to do a needle drop real quick on a couple tracks. I think I'm going to do Isotope Soap and The Paranoids Are Coming, just real quick. And at the end of that, come back and talk just real quick, ramble on a little bit about this album.
You goddamn kids, you think you got it made. Who do you think you are, anyway? I see you on TV, always doing the soul. Well, you ain't got... I'm sorry, I want my...
Alright, like I said, it's kind of out there, but it's really cool if you can get into this or give it a chance. It kind of sinks in after a while. It's weird. The first time I heard this, it was like, what the shit, you know? And just personally, me with this album, how I found out about it. Had a friend that was really into it. He had it in the 80s when it first came out, and we're hanging out in the 90s, and he kept talking about this album. He's like, man, I gotta find a copy of it. So then, like in the late 90s, you know, eBay came along, and we were on there constantly buying crap, you know, cheap CDs at the time. And he came across the copy, and he paid $50 for it. And I was like, whatever, man, you know. I'd never paid that much for any piece of music back then, or at that point. But he got it and played it for me, and I'm like, whatever, you know. He's not a collector at all. He's just totally into music. And he's like, dude, put this on CD for me, and maybe I'll resell it or something. I'm like, well, that's cool. So that's what we did. And as I put it on CD for him, it started sinking in, and I'm like, man, this is really cool the more I listen to it. So we kind of struck a deal. I was like, look, man, I'll put it on disc for you, and how about this? You know, let me buy it or something off of you. And he's like, well, just give me half price. We'll just split it. I'm like, well, that's cool. So here's an original that my friend bought, and we ended up kind of splitting it, and I just shoved it in the collection. And you can see on the original, it has the lyrics on the back and everything. It's 1981 on Vinyl Gear Records. And the reissue looks really good front wise. Back has a big story about him. Or actually, he wrote everything there on the back. So we put it onto disc. Back when you could first start burning your own CDs. And it was probably right around 2002, I guess, when I saw that the album had been reissued on CD. I had to grab it. Love this album. And it wasn't long after that I was in a shop and came across another copy for like $10 or less. It was $8 or $10. And after paying so much for that first copy that we got, I was like, well, I'm not passing this up. And I'm glad I didn't, because I've only seen these two copies before. But I did look on eBay, or actually on PopSpsych, just to see, kind of what they're going for now. And it looks like anywhere, I guess around $30 to $50. So they're still out there. But like I said, I just kind of wanted to explain how I got into this, all because of a friend. He wanted it just to have the music, and he didn't care how much it cost him. He paid $50 for it, and sorry to get interrupted. Like I was saying, love this album. It's just so out there. If you like Zappa, give this a chance. You like punk, 70s punk, give it a chance. If you like something weird, give it a chance. And just kind of want kind of share it. I think there might be some people in the DC who might dig it. Alright, definitely picked up some new subscribers lately. I want to say thanks to everybody subscribing and leaving comments. And I haven't been around much the last week or so, just been crazy busy. But I'll be back at some point. Alright, thanks everybody.